Hi there, this is Judy with paperpalmtree.com. Welcome back to my channel, and I am sharing with you this card today. This is from the Carols of Christmas stamp set that Stampin' Up! Has out for the month of July, and we're celebrating Christmas in July. So I wanted to share this card with you really quick. This is, let me tell you what I have used on this card. I have got a piece of Soft Sky cardstock, and it is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I have scored it at 4.25, and that is the base of our card. I have a piece of Real Red, and this is 5.25 by 4. Real Red. And the Whisper White that we used for the top layer is cut at 5 by 3.75. Okay, so the ink I used is Real Red, and I used Pool Party on this. So I like the Soft Sky with the Pool Party. I think that gives it just enough depth to it to go with the Soft Sky. So that's the ink pad I used on that. And the two stamp sets I used was Carols of Christmas, and I used this sentiment, and Lovely as a Tree, and I used this tree. Okay, so let's get started. So I have already pre-folded this base of the card. We'll set that aside, and we'll set aside the Real Red. That's just a layering piece or a mat. And so let's stamp. So I started with the tree, and I have the Lovely as a Tree, tall skinny one. And I'm going to get out the Pool Party ink, and we're going to ink that up. And I'm going to go along the side here. So let me see if I can see it this way. I'm going to go right. I want my tree to be straight. So you go straight down on the paper and push straight down. Hold it a few seconds. Let the ink absorb into the paper, and there's our tree. Okay, and now we will stamp the Deck the Halls. So I put it on a D block, and because you want this to line up, I put this edge of the stamp right along the edge of the D block. So I lined it up like that, and I pushed it down. And I want to be able to use the side of my case to line this up. So I want it to be, let's see, right about there. And I want it to be level. So I'm going to push that. So Stampin' Up! Does have a thingamajig, Stamp-a-majig thing that you can line this up, but I don't have that product right now, and until I do, this is how I'm going to line this up. So this will go, that's a little too close. I don't want it on the tree. It's going to go right there. And is that lined up? That looks pretty good. All right, so I'm going to take my ink pad and ink it up nicely. This red is a nice bold red. I like this color. Okay, so I'm going to go straight down on the paper. Give it a push. Hold it just a few seconds. Let the ink absorb. I'm done with that. And there we go. See how nice and straight that is. And believe me, I've done it wrong before. I've tried to do it and wing it, and I don't always get it straight. Okay, so for the little bit of glitter, I don't know if you could see that on the sample, but I used the Dazzling Diamonds, and I just took a little bit of the Tombow glue, and I just kind of wanted it just to be wispy on there. I didn't want a full-fledged. So I just kind of did it, you know, a little bit back and forth on the branches. And then I keep mine in a container and just dip it down in there and give it a little bit of a shake. And that gives a little bit of shine to it. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's put the card together. So for the Real Red, I'm going to, I don't have my adhesive out. Hang on just a second. Put the red layer on, and so I'm going to put some adhesive around the edges. And I do this upside down, somehow I can see it a little better. And that's going to go right there. Now I have to do that upside down. Okay. So the glue's not quite dried yet. So for the purpose of getting this video done, I'm going to put the adhesive down on the red, which I would usually do it on the white, but we're going to line that up. And that goes on there like that. So the glue is still drying. The last thing that I did for this was I put a little red bow. And so take your glue dot and just push the back end of it on there. It will lift up the glue dot, and that's going to go right at the base of the tree. Now I did not do any dimensionals on this just because mailing cards sometimes can be a little bit thicker, and so I just wanted a nice flat simple card. So there's our card. I hope you enjoyed it today, and if you did, press the like button below, and I'd love for you to subscribe, so hit the subscribe button, and until next time, bye.